I'm on it.
It feels like it's time to start this comedy show. How do you guys feel? You guys ready to start comedy? What the hell was that? Did everybody get broken up with via text message on the way here? What's going on?
Yes.
Everybody's feeling, sir. We're here to laugh. It's a Monday night. Like, you're not going to already have a rough week in front of you. Get in the gear. Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready to start some comedy tonight, huh? That's a little bit better. Wow, is Monday that bad that we're saying? Okay, we'll press it any further. We'll put on the show for you guys. If you did not know, welcome to the Comedy Simulator. For those of you here, welcome back. Whose first time is it at the Comedy Simulator? I see a couple of faces.
Member table.
I know if you're new, liars. I'll explain how it works. It's called the Comedy Simulator because this is not a real comedy show. This is a simulation. What does that mean? We are not real comics. You are not a real audience. What does that mean? Nobody's asking you for money, so lower your expectations. You see how that works? There's no promises. This is just open mic style comedy. Some of us are going to be really funny. Some of us are going to suck. It's all part of it, all right? We make it fun. We make sure that there's prizes involved just for sticking through the night. If you're the best audience member tonight, you will win a high-spice Hawaiian hot honey. Ooh, habanero infused honey. Honey from the Big Island, multi-floral honey. None of that clove shit. We're talking lily koi flowers, gardenias, the good stuff. All right? This is for the best audience member of the night. All you have to do is be a great audience member and make it to the end of the night. If you qualify, you might win this Hawaiian hot honey. Comedian tonight, you'll be splitting tips with me. We do that every week to try to incentivize comedy, and so nobody calls me a thief. Also, we have the bomb hat. This is a little beanie that looks like a bomb with a fuse. If you have a bad set tonight, and the audience usually agrees, you should don the bomb hat. This is not a mark of shame. This is not a dunce cap, all right? This is a mark of development. If you see somebody wearing the bomb hat tonight, buy them a drink. Follow their Instagram. Be a part of their climb, not a part of the reason they wore the hat, all right? But this is the bomb hat. We keep it around. Also, I spent $45 on this on Etsy, and nobody's worn it, and it makes me upset. So somebody, even if you go to suck on purpose, just suck so you can wear it. Tonight's theme, every week we do a theme, just to kind of keep it cohesive. Tonight's theme is storytelling comedy. You're going to hear a lot of comedians tell stories. Some of them won't. Some of them don't want to participate. They just have jokes to tell you. That's fine too. We just do that to keep this fun. All right. Are we ready to begin the simulation?
Yeah.
That was weird. What's going on? All right. Who's got the acid? What's going on? I can tell everybody is 2 clicks behind. Share it with your host. No, okay. We're going to start it. I'm beginning simulator. Ready? And I'll go first with that and begin simulation. All right. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm a very talented person outside of comedy. I have bizarre talent. I have no gag reflex, which is totally a waste on a straight guy, by the way. It's just a total bummer, right? If having this no gag reflex, if I wasn't straight, do you think I'd be doing comedy? No, I'd be at Happy Valley making the real money, right? You think I'm making enough here? I'm not. I could do better. But I found out when I was a kid, I found out when I was 6 that I had no gag reflex. Relax, it wasn't in Boy Scouts, you weirdos. I can feel the judgment. It was at a barbecue. A bunch of kids got those big stick popsicles. You remember those 90s treats? The big stick popsicles? Things that were choking hazards, that were just lightsabers of joy for children. We're eating these popsicles and somebody's like, hey, let's see who can fit the most popsicle in their mouth. Now, my dad is a coach. He was the coach of all my sports. I'm a coach's son. So when somebody makes something a competition, I'm going to win. So when somebody's like, let's see who can fit the most popsicle in their mouth, I was like, start stretching. I'm getting ready. The first kid goes up. He barely even tries. He just goes, loser. Not even trying, right? Second kid gags up. Can't. That's not winning material. I knew I was going to win because the way I grabbed the popsicle with 2 hands, right? And I took that popsicle all the way down to the joke on the stick. I'm a champion, right? Where was Epstein when I was a kid? No, okay, there's a couple of sickos in here, right? Everybody else is modest, fine people. No, and everybody around me was like, whoa, that was amazing. And I'm like, thanks, right? Like, I'm so stoked to be a winner. And then someone's like, you should show your dad. And I'm like, totally. My dad would be so proud. He's a winner. He wants to see his son be a winner. So I remember my dad at the barbecue. I'm like, Dad. He's like, what, son? I'm like, oh. He's like, oh, shit, son. Oh, hey, 1 second. What the fuck was that, son? What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it for these people. This is a work barbecue. I gotta work with these guys. Like, a couple people understand that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that I have all this talent and no will, no desire to pursue. Because I'm traumatized by the 90s. I'm not like, kids today are raised to be like, yeah, no, I can do that, no problem. Even if they're certified, doesn't matter, right? We're so locked, because my dad was kind of like, he was a coach's son, you know what I mean? But he was kind of like, 90s homophobic dad too, remember those guys, right? They're like, son, don't be gay. But then they're like, do high school wrestling. I'm like, that's contradicting information. What do you mean? You want me to wear spandex and roll on the floor? That sounds okay. And it was. I did it for a long time. I was good at it. Yeah. That's the thing is that, like, what am I going to do with all this talent?
Hot dog eating contest.
Well, hot dog eating contest. That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm the next Joey Chestnut. Who knows? I'll be Joey thinks shit. I don't know. And then I'm like, shit. I hate when that happens. Another story real quick. I'm sorry for Portland right now, what they're going through in that very small area. I did have a homeless run-in in Portland last time I was out there. I had a homeless guy threaten to key my car if I didn't give him $1. And that's pretty intense. And I was like, wait, I'll give you $1 if you tell me why you got keys. Homeless guy, right? Like,
Abra.
what doors are you opening today? It was very strange. And he gave me $1. All right, you guys ready to get this started? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, your first comedian tonight, welcome back. She does comedy all over the island, burlesque shows, and you'll see her here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, get over Abra!
Hey, hello everyone, I'm Abra. Thank you, Chino, for being an excellent host as always. Let's give it up for Chino. So tonight, I was going to tell you a little story about a time I went to a nudist retreat in Mexico. Okay, you're listening. I like it. I love titties and full body massage. So, you know, a nudist retreat in Mexico to me is a no-brainer. I like to pack light. And when I was going through TSA, I got stopped for a gun-like object in my bag. And when they pulled out my glass dildo, they said, they said, a glass dildo? Isn't that too hard? And I laughed and I said, too hard? Yeah, said no woman ever, right? Anyway, when I got to Mexico, I really fell in love with the countryside, fell in love with the nudist retreat. It was really artistic, beautifully colorful. Everybody was super friendly, lots of smiles. The only thing is, like, it barely worked. Like, I went into my hotel room and there's 2 knobs for the shower and only one works. It's really beautiful, but it just barely works. Kind of like me, you know, that's why I'm in Mexico and along so well. But I learned a lot of really important things, like some important Spanish words, phrases, in fact. Like, me encanta tus pezones pequeños, which I'm probably butchering. I'm not going to ask you guys yet. It means I love your tiny nipples. When you're at a nudist retreat, there's like not a lot to talk about. I also learned, let's see, pobrecito corderito, which means poor little lamb. And then the most important one was más despacio y profundo, por favor, which means slower and deeper, please. You know, for those full body massages out there. I'm just gonna talk to you ladies.
Yeah, we know.
Yes. You know, I joke that I do hot girl comedy. There's always a couple out there. Everybody else is blinking. I like to joke that men can't laugh with hard-ons, but you can. I love that. I really do. Okay. So then, back to the nudist retreat in Mexico. I ended up meeting this beautiful woman at the bar. She had amazing tits. And as you can see, I'm not well endowed, so I always gravitate, like literally, towards that direction. And this woman was so wonderful. Her name was Mandy, and she said to me, "You cannot offend me." And I was like, personal challenge accepted. Boop. You and your husband are hot. Why don't you come up to my hotel room? Yes, they did. They came up to my hotel room. And as Mandy and I were showering, she divulged to me that her last husband had been very abusive to her, and her current husband saved her from this marriage. But she really liked being spanked. She loved to be spanked. She loved to be bitten. But her husband just wasn't into that for her. And so I was like, "Mandy, I got you, girl." So we went into the bedroom like this. Because we were just fresh from the shower, you see, and we were dripping. So we took turns showing him spanking and biting and what it really entails. And just so you know, for ass biting people, you need to really open your mouth like you're gonna eat a million hot dogs. And then you have to kind of suck it in a little bit because it's so springy. And then you gotta bite down without pulling away. Because if you pull away, then it hurts, right? So anyway, we did this several times. And then Mandy's husband was like, "Oh, I'm so into you, you're so special. I think you and my wife and I should all have sex." And I was like, "Okay, what's my name?" Yes, he couldn't remember my name. So we ended up tying him up. I gagged him with some dirty socks that I had walked through the airport with. And yes, we went ahead and bit him and spanked him until I whispered into his ear, "How do you feel about this?" And he said, "Confused." And to this day, I have no tattoos, no piercings, not even my ears, but I do have two very large bite marks permanently endowed in my cellulite and my ass from Mandy. Thank you. I'm Abra.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it over Abra. She does children's parties and...
Oh, thank you.
That's why Sherman is for less shows. Because in comedy shows, it just makes couples angry. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, come up to the stage. Welcome you back. We haven't seen her in a while on stage. We're happy to have her back. Get it for Tara!
Wow, this is nice. I forgot how much I enjoy holding a microphone and
You're so hot.
feeling in charge of something. So, storytelling for the evening. I don't really have much of a story. I guess I have found the cure for ADD. I started DJing about 3 weeks ago, and I realized it's like constant dopamine over and over again. So I haven't been really leaving my house, and I've just been practicing all day, every day, and I really love it. And I really just wanted to come up and plug my show because I got booked after 3 weeks after my first lesson at Lima on Saturday. I'm playing 10 to 11, and I would love to see everyone there shaking their booties. And also just want to be a reminder to everybody that if you really love something and you put your heart into it, you can really do anything. Because I went from dating DJs, and instead of dating them, I decided to become one. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Keep it over Tara, your newest DJ here in Paia. And I double checked, her outfit is legal by the LC's her laws, so don't worry. No liquor laws will hurt you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage. A comedian who has a show coming up this Thursday, Parlay. Big comedy show coming up. Comedy, some of us in costume. And she's posting a deal 2 for $20 as opposed to the $15 ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Rhonda Lee Cage!
Keep it going for Chino. What the fuck was that? Are we awake, you guys? Are we here? Let's take our heads off of our hands. Let's wake up a little bit. I don't really have a story because I have a bunch of new jokes that I really want to tell. Do you guys want to hear them?
Yeah.
I guess not.
Yes!
Do you guys want to hear them? Yeah! Thank you. Barely. I think it's funny how husbands are like, my wife is my best friend. And then wives are like, my best friend is Jessica.
Jessica, what the fuck?
Did you guys see the announcement that came out where RFK Jr. said that autism and circumcisions are correlated? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Did you hear that? Okay, it wasn't a joke. It was really a thing. And it makes sense to me that RFK Jr. Is against circumcisions because that guy looks like he is made of foreskin. Okay, we're coming back. This is a foreskin crowd. Good. Who here is Team Foreskin? Okay. Fellas. Ladies, this is a joke for the guys. Guys, have you noticed how you've never seen RFK Jr. and your circumcised foreskin in the same place at the same time? You don't think?
Somebody knows.
No.
I heard somebody. I heard one guy.
And yeah, we still want more foreskin jokes, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I don't get the whole announcement where it's like autism and circumcision, because what are we implying there? That autism is worse than an uncircumcised penis? I've met a lot of really great autistic people. I have not met a lot of great uncircumcised penises. What I'm saying, I guess, is that I would rather have autistic dick. Which makes sense because my boyfriend golfs. Hey. Guys in the crowd are like, this is getting a little too close to home. Circumcised and plays golf? Watch it. I started learning how to golf recently, and I've had friends of mine have been like, Rhonda, you're learning how to golf? What's up with that? And it's kind of hard to explain. Maybe, ladies, this is a question for you. Ladies, have you ever gotten dick so good you learn a new sport?
Nope.
Yeah. If you don't understand, I'd like to know if any of your mothers have picked up pickleball in the last couple of years. Because if so, that means your dad is still slinging it. Alright guys, my name is Rhonda Lee Kitts. As Chino said, we have a comedy show this Thursday at Parlay. Tickets are $15 for everybody else. But for you guys here tonight, the guy dressed like a clown and the child in the back, we're doing a 2 for $10. Not those two. You go two can't do it. 2 for $10 if you came tonight. Come to the show, save $10. It's a Halloween comedy extravaganza. We have a headliner coming from Big Island. We have a great lineup of local comedians that will all be in costume, including myself. And that's at 7 o'clock. You can find out more information online. My name is Rhonda Lee Kitts. Put your hands together for Chino Forge.
Keep it going, Rhonda. That was a great set. She had me done. dying at foreskin. Couldn't stop laughing. Sorry that you had to listen to that during dinner. Enjoy the calamari. All right. Thank you.
I got it.
Thank you. You're in line for being audience members of the night, just so you know. You see how they're acting, everybody? You want some hot honey? Act like that. Just come in and catch it up. Ladies and gentlemen, come up next to the stage. He hosts the open mic that happens Tuesday nights at Key Haven Vibe. If you don't get your comedy fix tonight, they have one more open mic tomorrow night, Key Haven Vibe. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Morgan!
Thank you. I don't know if anybody noticed the Band-Aid on Chino's thumb. I was thinking of going as a Band-Aid for Halloween. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, it's going to be kind of hard to pull it off. Anyway, now I've been wondering about some things that I'm kind of, sometimes I'm dyslexic and I realized not too recently that dog food lid spelled backwards is dildo golf dog. Dildo of God. I can't read it, but I figured it out. So there's something to ponder, but I will tell you the story about how when I went to the some other islands off the East Coast, they're known as Bahamas, and then if you go down a little farther, the Caribbean was there. I was in Jamaica, another place not unlike this one, and they had a special apple pie. It was $3.75. And then I went over to another island in the Bahamas. And the apple pie there, the same pie, but it was $2.75. And I guess that's just the rates, the pie rates, that is, of the Caribbean. I'm sorry. I'll show myself out real soon. No, I was out in TA one night and met this girl. You know, I knew her already, so kind of knew what to expect. It all worked out. We went finally going back to her place, and getting a little frisky, having some good times, and drinking a lot. And she says, I'm gonna put this knotted rag up your ass. And I said, no, you're not.
I knew you knew it.
No, you're not. I said, no. She said, no, I'm going to put this knotted rag in your ass, see, and right before you get ready to come, I'm going to yank it out, and it's going to be like the 4th of July. And I was like, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to my ass, I'm not crazy about the word yank, right away. So she said, well, how do you feel about a string of beads? And, so anyway, later on I'm at the hospital having the beads removed. And the doctor pulled the string and I came like a wildcat. I'm the key here in the middle of the night. And it's like, because nobody ever wants to admit they stuck something up there. The doctor's probably heard like 1,000 excuses. It was a million to one shot, doc. I was on a ladder, changed the light bulb, and I fell. And he's just happened to be sitting there. No, he's heard it all. Nobody wants to admit they stuck something there. I got another story. Oh yeah, that's right. The scientists, they got tired of watching the world spin for 24 hours, so they called it a day. I just jotted these down when I had time. And no, I can't tell that one. That's right, this morning, every morning actually, I've gotten into announcing that I'm going for a jog, and then I don't go. It's a running joke. I appreciate it. And then there's some other things happening in the world today, current events, but I don't really care about that. I was at Walmart the other day. There's another story. The cashier said that'll be $168.72. I said, give me my stuff. I'm going to go over to the self-checkout lobby. think I can save a little money there. And yeah, no, and it's funny because like when the self-checkout first started, I was like, you know, I was really intimidated. But then I went in one night real late and I took the tutorial and I was like, oh yeah, looking up all the numbers, now I gotta memorize, like bananas, that's 46803, you know, use the code. And now I'm in there on a Saturday and I'm putting, you know, bananas, tomatoes, and then I'm over here, this guy, oh, you don't know what you need to scan that, sir. You need to scan your coupon now. Okay, perfect, yeah. And then I'm back over here, we'll go. Anyway, the last time I was there though, the attendant, the self-checkout person was so rude. I mean, he was just rude and slow and, you know, just didn't pay me any respect. It was the self-checkout. For those of you that missed it, you got a lot better comedians than me coming up. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for letting me talk at you for a minute. And give you back to Tito, your host. Great.
Keep it over Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Your next comic is the video producer for what we do here. We are live streaming to about 6 people at any given time. He is deciding to dress like something each night for the month of October, and this is the disturbing apparition for you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Boris Klaunovich.
Thank you very much. All right. How are you people? High energy. I've been microdosing. Anybody else microdosing? You all suck. I've been microdosing cocaine. I heard that's the thing to do. I don't know at what point microdosing becomes megadosing. I'm trying to find a limit. That is very weird up here. And my skirt is flapping up. You know how you ladies feel. Okay, I want to give a big fuck you to all the comedians. Fuck you. You told me it was costume contest again. I will only fall for that 2 more times. That's right. So how are you all doing tonight? Yeah! All right. That was a little bit of liveliness. All right. Anybody have children in the audience? All right. Children. There you go. All right. How many children do you have?
I got 2.
2. All right. Wait to not bring them here. Unlike these parents in the back.
Almost.
Yeah, it was bad idea.
They fell asleep.
Yes. They could have been hanging out with a fun clown. Yeah. That's right. I am married.
I'm good.
Women are difficult. They're always complaining. Like, come on, seriously, you missed one childbirth. I was like, but I was drunk. I was physically there. Sometimes it's spitball. Like, Jesus Christ. I know, difficult up here. I don't know, stories. So many things happen, so many things forgotten. I don't even know. Oh, by the way, if anybody asks, I'm local. I don't believe in ice, unless it's methamphetamines. That's right. It's hard. Michael Jackson had it right. You know, it's not easy being black or white. It's even harder when you're black and white. Got you. That's right. Oh my God. It is hard. Wake up! Wake up! He was falling asleep. He's old. It's okay. I'm there to help. I got you, buddy. Yeah, no, not yet. It's not your time yet. Rhonda, I want to say I am circumcised, autistic, and I play golf. I'm a triple threat. That's right. That's right. Good. I'll show you after the show, big guy. You got $5? Tough times. Tough times. Inflation. No, don't talk about that. I didn't have anything to say. You can talk now. No, stop. I ain't done with you. So, story time. I don't know. There was how many people have been very, very close to death? I'm happy clown? Yes. Might as well talk about death. This best one happens with parents. My dad was learning to become a pilot, and he took me for a practice lesson. I was in the back, he was getting his license to be an instructor in the front, we're flying. I said, oh my God, these people look like ants. And then the propeller stopped. Do you guys know what it's like to die for a second?
Yes.
The plane drops, and then the propeller starts again, and I wish I was old enough to know swear words. I'm like, oh, gummy bears. I didn't die, that's good.
Yeah.
It stopped 4 or 5 more times, and that's when my trash issues began. I almost lost my accent then for a second. Jesus Christ. What was happening? I can't have laughter. Alright, I'm going to stop there. I am Boris. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Boris Clownovich, ladies and gentlemen. He does not do children's parties. He's no one will have to. That's the second time you did an accent, too. Was that intended originally? Or just...
Yes.
Okay, cool. Last time you just kind of threw out an accent. That seemed a little more fun. Good job. Sorry, man. All right. We have another local comic coming up, or not local. He's got a real accent. He's not faking it. I promise. He's from a real third world country. He knows real problems. All right. He knows real problems. Not like your problems. He knows real problems. And then we got a guest coming up after that. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming up right now. I gotta come up with a good nickname for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Bashar!
Keep it going for Chino, guys. Thank you.
So, this story starts at 1 in the morning with, hey, are you up? Question mark. I was in a triangle at that time, so you know I was up, right? So I get in my car, I'm flying down, must have been doing 80, according to the officer, right? So here I am in front of a judge having to pick in between 34 hours of community service or a weekend in jail, right? Now, I'm an Iraqi immigrant, you know, I like to try new things, and, you know, I think I'm tough. So, like, you know what, we got this weekend in jail, so the day comes in and I'll have to turn myself in, right? And that was the most anxiety-inducing ride that I've ever made, okay? So I get checked in, they give me a mattress which looks kind of like a yoga mat, right? And I am trying to walk as tough as I can at that moment, right? And then the officer was like, there's your cell. And in my head I was like, you're not gonna want to see my cell? So I walk into my cell and I look inside and there's Paul. Now, Paul is nobody that I really know and just seen him around, but I've never been happier seeing another man in my life, right? So we're sitting down having a conversation, all of a sudden Paul gets on the toilet and starts taking his shit. Right? Now, I don't really know prison etiquette, but he kept as strong eye contact. And I just didn't want to disappoint my only friend in prison. So anyways, wake up the next morning, we get rounded up in this van and they take us on the side of the highway to clean some trash. So I guess I did my community service anyways. Okay. I was in Amsterdam recently. Anybody? Fun city.
Yes.
Fun city. A lot of different nationalities. Right? I was walking around like I am not talking to anyone that looks remotely Middle Eastern. Okay? The last thing I want is to assume somebody is Egyptian and end up with a Saudi. Right? And then I'm gonna have that conversation like, hey bro, you know what you guys did? Got us in a lot of trouble, right? He goes, brother, that was Israel. Whoa! I would have never said that. I would never said Israel was behind 9/11, guys. That was all him. So I just looked at him, called him an anti-Semite, and walked away. I think I offended both of us. I feel like the last racist past that we have in society right now is Hinge. Right? Think about it. You can select what race you want to be with. Right? You can make sure they're not Scientologists. Okay? I mean, imagine if, like, restaurant seating was like that. I guess we don't have to imagine, that's just something that did happen. But you know, if I do show up and they're like, hey, what kind of brown section do you want me to put you guys? And I'll go away from the Saudis. Okay, that's my time. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Bashar.
Keep it up for Bashar, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing wrong with a little in-house racism, right? We're okay with it.
Yeah, racist.
Can't hate anybody but your own people. Your own people, yeah, go ahead. I'm Korean. Any other Asians in the house? What type of Asian are you, my friend? What kind?
I'm East Asian, Indian.
Indian. Ooh, you barely made it to the Asian border. You're in.
My daughter's Pakistan.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Geographically Asian. It's a warfare. You know what I mean? The further north you go, the more walls you build. It gets crazy. We all know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest comedian in the house, all the way by way of San Francisco area. He's been on Comedy Central. Another person on Amazon Prime, like myself, Amazon Prime brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Cody Woods.
One more time for all the comics so far, huh? Let them really hear it, huh? Jesus Christ. They do that every time. All right. So I had a road rage incident recently. Not here. They're very polite here, but I was in Texas, and this guy cut me off, and then he told me to roll down my window, and he says, hey, you're a gay homosexual. So I said, hey, how do you know I'm one of the gay ones? I could just be like a regular homosexual. That's how I deal with like road rage now. I just make them more pissed off. It's like, why win the roast battle? I'd rather just go back and get like a tumor 3 months later. You know? It's been a weird year. People dying right and left. Hulk Hogan died. Yeah, some people call him racist, but I like the character, all right? And I thought it was kind of cool that he died of cardiac arrest, because that means his t-shirt got ripped off one last time. You know what'd be great is if the EMT was black. How wonderful would that have been? If Hulk Hogan had to deal with that shit. Oh, you're not the brother I want to see. Black EMT was taking his time, like, yeah, let me just go clear. Oh, 1 second. Let me just deal with these settings real quick. You know, black people time. Anyway, it's been weird though with deaths. We had a president nearly die last year, right? Joe Biden in that debate? Fuck. I died 5 times in that debate. Searching for sentences. The funniest part was Trump looking at him as if he's not the same age. Look at what's wrong with him. The same shit that's gonna be wrong with you in like 8 months. Now we're on our second 80-year-old man in the Oval Office. This one's married to an exotic model. And they gave birth to a 9-foot vampire. This is the longest kid ever.
Diamond.
This is like one of those inflatable advertisements at like Tire Center. When Elon and Trump broke up, that was kind of crazy too, right? Elon doing Roman salutes. That was very trippy. You saw the way see how spastic he was when he did it? I feel like if Hitler saw that, he'd be like, ugh, those are not the genetics we need. Send him to autistic Schwitz, because this is not. Anyway. Anybody a tourist in here? Tourist people? Yeah? Right on. Whale watching? Yeah. Not that epic, really. I grew up around public pools in Kansas. I've seen bigger splashes than this. Yeah, I'm from Kansas, and people always ask me if I've been in a tornado, and I have. I've been in 3. And we have rednecks that would chase them as if they're not scary. Have you ever seen storm chasers? You're gonna get this tornado, you're gonna get it. It's not running from you, man. I always wanted to hear them get sucked up, you know? Is that fear that I hear there, please? Yeah. Oh, so I gotta try some jokes on you people. You guys are wonderful, huh? You're pretty wonderful. Let's see. Had a weird YouTube comment. I uploaded a clip. And this guy was positive. It was a positive comment, but it was a little too positive. He's like, hey man, I really enjoyed this joke. And I just want to let you know that I was suicidal this week. I'm really glad I saw that. And it brought me up my mood. And I showed it to my wife, and he's just like, wow, that's amazing. I'm like, no, it's not. Because now all the pressure's on. I upload like one shitty clip. He's like, all right, today's the... He's like, I want to follow you, man. What's your handle on Instagram? I'm like, @MattRife. You fucking... Anyway, you guys have been wonderful, man. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, give it up for Ronnie Woods. Thanks for doing this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, go up next to the stage, the person that I not only have to lower the mic volume for, but the mic stand for. Get up for Chuck Sauce, Chuck Thompson!
Yeah! Wow, to quote the last guy, what a lively fucking audience. Holy shit. Wow, I'm so happy I could hear 12 different people failing to buy cocaine. This is fantastic. Really glad. That's good. You guys aren't well hung, but you're well strung. Okay. Sorry if I sound loud. I've been macro-dosing tequila all day. Thank you, Dave, Maddie. You're great. Give us a Maddie, everybody. We're in right after Labor Day. Because there's more wet t-shirt contests. What's that about? What are the rules? What goes on there? What are rules in Argentina? Is it like don't wear white after like severance pay? What's that do? Today's story night, everybody, which means I'm going to pay $12 for a coffee I don't like around the corner.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. I love microwave Costco coffee. All right. Our last comedian was on Amazon Prime. Give it up for him. Speaking of Amazon Prime, I was at Whole Foods earlier today. And it was. You guys ever go to Whole Foods? The moment you walk into Whole Foods, all the employees are there. The minute you want free-range lamb, there's fucking nobody anywhere. The deli, the fucking Whole Foods smells bad. There's no one that works there. And the prosciutto's like me, it's not dated, it's not good to buy. I was wearing green pants and this purple shirt, and I got hit by a car when I was leaving Whole Foods today. You guys ever get hit by a car?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know if karma is real, but credit karma is my king. I've been hit by, I totaled 6 cars in my life, but I've been hit by a car 6 times. And 4 of them was my own mom. And 1 of them was from a mom today. And I don't know if Freud worked really hard, but I know older women with huge areolas. I was wearing green short. I went to Whole Foods. They didn't have halibut for under $30 a pound. They didn't have pumpkin spice yogurt for my wife, who totally exists. And so I left Whole Foods. You guys ever leave a store without buying anything? Dude, it's like the best fucking high ever! It's so good! It's like masturbating in 7th grade. Can't get over it. I was so fucking pumped, dude! I left Whole Foods without buying anything, and I shaved all week, no one asked me for money. It was so good! And then I was at the crosswalk, and Whole Foods is all about DEI. But today it's about DYE, because I got hit by a van carrying school children. This is why we need more abortions, people. Okay? And they hit me on my left side. That's where my hips are already fucked up. If I hula hoop, 1 hoops at the knee, 1 hoops at my nipple. It's not fair. I got hit, Maddie, it's not okay. I got hit by a woman, and she was like, "Ah!" And then I ripped off her license plate and the Shaker Auto emblem that went around it, Holly. And I threw it through her window, and I said, if I ever see you again, this is going to be your life. In pieces! And then she followed me around the parking lot for 9 minutes because I didn't remember where I parked. And she wanted to apologize, but also I dented her car.
Nice.
Like a lot.
Good job.
It made me feel so good. She was like, I didn't see you there. And I'm like, I'm 100% Irish and 200 pounds. I feel like you can see me through space. If it even exists. I'm from Waterbury, Connecticut. Waterbury, Connecticut, true story, was voted this week 3rd most dangerous place to drive in America. Now that I'm not there, I have totaled 6 cars in my life. People always warn me about drinking and driving. I got into 3 of my accidents while eating and driving. I know, crash diets. I got into 2 car accidents sneezing.
Bless you.
Also, I was driving a Volvo 240, and if you open up the glove box where you don't keep condoms, if you open up the glove box, there's literally a mirror that folds out. And they expect me not to have allergies. This entire cocaine chain is for you. Cokehead blow each other tables. So anyway, I sneezed into a pile of rocks, and it totally stonewalled me.
Yeah.
I'm not reading my jokes, I'm just checking in the Southwest. Direction my penis points into. Okay, good. Alright. Do you guys want to hear about me lifeguarding or getting kicked out of college? Yes! You sound like my wife. Okay. She exists, I swear. She does. She's in Canada. Do you guys want to hear about me being a lifeguard or me being kicked out of college?
Kicked out of college.
I heard lifeguard from someone very handsome in the corner of the room. Thank you, spaghetti straps. I was a lifeguard for 15 years of my life, guys. I was a lifeguard from age 12, which is comic because I'm 37 now. Imagine how short I was at 12. How am I towing you in? I can barely bring your toe in. Being a lifeguard's really great because you don't have to edit your resume. I just use Times New Roman 36 font and say I can float really good. It's true, I float really good. I was lifeguarding this one time, and there was a lake that had Blockbuster on the lake. And it was my favorite place to lifeguard for because it would get shut down for salmonella poison for 6 weeks out of the year. And it was only a 7-week lifeguard, of course, right? And there was this kid one day, I'm in the lifeguard chair, which I hated climbing in, not because I'm short, because I'm afraid of heights. It's really high up. And I had to climb to the chair, and then people would ask me if I wanted my shift to be done, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. And they thought I was such an employee, but I was like really bad. Anyway, there's this kid pulling on my lifeguard strap all day, and he's being like really fucking obnoxious. And so I blow my whistle in his ear, and fucking nothing. And then I blow my whistle in his ear even more, and I'm like, fucking nothing. And then I lean down, and I grab the kid, and I put my whistle right in his ear, and I fucking blow it as hard as I can blow. And I can blow really hard, and I fucking blow it! And then I scream, what are you, fucking deaf? And then my boss comes over and tells me that Elliot is very much so deaf. You know, that was something.
Good story.
You just witnessed the Moosey of comedy, Chuck Sauce.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it right on. I'm going to walk around with the little tip can over here. If you want to contribute, the best comedian night will be splitting that with me tonight. We'll decide that being evening. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shaheen Nelson.
That's right. My name is Shane Nelson. You may recognize me from Costco or First Entrance McKenna. This is a true story. I've been in comedy here for about 8 years now, and it's enough where I get recognized sometimes. Like, I was at McKenna First Entrance, and I was in the parking lot drinking beers with my friends. And this young lady walked up to me, and she's like, Shane Nelson? The stand-up comedian? And then she, over my board shorts, over my swimming trunks, grabbed my wiener. Pretend this is my wiener. Long and thin, like the ladies like it, right? You like that? No, for real though, this girl, without my permission, she grabbed my wiener, and so basically I was sexually assaulted in front of all my friends. Fast forward 1 week later, and we're on a date. That's right, I got her number. She grabbed me, and I was like, you guys think she's interested? I'm really bad at reading signs. This is true, we've been out on a date. We went to Paia Bay, which happens to be right around the corner. It's a crepes and Mediterranean place. Crepes and Mediterranean, what a combination. And it's your classic Paia date, where this girl, she showed up to the date in crochet from head to toe. Head to toe crochet. Crochet shoes, crochet shorts, a crochet top, a little crochet Peter Pan hat. It was like I was on a date with a wood elf, which I'm into. And she sits down across from me and she says to me, Shane, if at any point my nipples poke out, please let me know. To which I replied, your nipples been out the entire time. And there's no way they could ever stay in. You're wearing crochet. I thought the date went well, so I called her a few days later. I was like, hey, what do you think about a second date? And she said, actually, since our date, I quit drinking. I quit smoking weed, doing drugs, and having sex with strangers. She said that date was my rock bottom. I was like, rock bottom. That was the best day of my life. Like, I'm sitting at lunch, I'm eating crepes, and I'm looking at her nipples. And I'm thinking, today can't get no more better. Little do I know, she's on the other side of the table, she's looking back at me. And she's thinking, I need to sober up. I need to call my parents, I haven't talked to my family in forever. Go ahead, call your parents, they won't answer. Your family's not talking to you, you're at rock bottom. And here's the thing, it's like one thing to be like told you're someone's rock bottom once. 3 times, dude. I've been 3 different women's rock bottom. After the 3rd chick, I'm like, am I residing at rock bottom? Like, am I living at rock bottom? It feels like these women, they hit rock bottom, and I'm already there. I'm like, aloha, welcome to rock bottom. My name's Shane, let me show you around, it won't be a problem. They have all the crepes that you can get at rock bottom. Sounds like a good thing. It's a problem! I realize I've ran problem twice with myself. That doesn't work. Speaking of rock bottoms, here's a story for you guys. In 2020, which is a year we all remember, I dated a billionaire for a year of my life. Not a millionaire, a billionaire with a B. I dated a girl that had a private jet. She owns an NBA basketball team. And I don't know if you guys can tell by me right now, but there's like a separation between me and billionaires. Like, we go out to dinner and I would embarrass her all the time. She had to teach me to swirl my wine. She said, you gotta swirl it before you drink it. So I go out to a dinner party and swirl in my wine, and she's like, not white wine, you fucking idiot. I was like, God! So fucking stupid, dude. We go out to eat and they do this thing, rich people do this thing, it's called courses. Have you guys heard about courses? They bring out 1 food at a time for dinner. They're like, here's your meatballs. Normally meatballs come with everything else, but I'm okay with that. I'll eat a meatball alone. So I eat a meatball, and they have this big platter of meatballs. I eat my meatball, and they take the platter of meatballs away. I was like, where are the meatballs going? Where are you taking those meatballs? And she said, well, we're going to wait for the next course. And I was like, I want a second meatball. And she's like, cool, then I'll have meatballs. I was like, I get it, leftovers. We're going to eat the meatballs later. And she's like, what are leftovers? I swear to God, billionaires, go to a buffet with a billionaire. We're normal people, I assume. There's no billionaires here, right? No, we're normal fucking people, dude. We go to a buffet, what do? We make our money back. We make our money back, dude. Billionaires, they eat like they're fucking, I don't know, I would say a hobbit, but hobbits eat a lot. They're eating all dainty, dude. They're having these little servings. They're like, I don't need to make my money back. Because I'm a fucking bitch, or whatever. I don't know what they say. Dude, I go to these dinners, dude. This girl I'm dating, she had a house at McKenna. It had an infinity pool with a water slide to another pool on the ocean front. And we get these dinner parties, it's all billionaires and millionaires and me. And I'm the only one going down the water slide. She's like, yo, cool it on the water slide. I'm like, there's no line. She's like, I feel you're just here for the water slide. No. She would say unrelatable things to me. One time we were drinking these vodka lemon spritzers. And before she had a sip, she smelled her drink. She looks at me and she says, smell this drink. It has that new airplane smell. I was like, new airplane? That's not relatable. I've never smelled a new car. I got just a little bit of time to finish this. I I will say that like, I'm not a psycho. But I've been watching Mr. Robot and taking Adderall. So like I'm like on the computer and I'm a hacker and I'm just like buying shit on eBay. And but also I looked up my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend today. We stopped dating 5 years ago, and she's getting married. The billionaire's getting married. And I looked up her husband and I was like, God, please don't be a loser like me. Like, if he is my level of loser, that's gonna hurt, you know? That would hurt a lot, but he's worth 1.5 billion. They just like, that's the thing about rich people, they're just like this Game of fucking Thrones, dude. It's Game of fucking Thrones. They don't marry us peasants. I was just a guy to make her parents mad, you know? She's like, I'm gonna date the fucking clown. I'll show them. There's one other thing I wanted to say about this that hurts a lot. Fuck, come on, remember in your last moments here. Dating a clown. Oh, yeah. We broke up in New York. She has a penthouse in Manhattan. And I went to her house in Manhattan. We go to a show, and after the show, I'm like, hey, let's get a slice of pizza. She's like, I'm not hungry, I don't want a slice of pizza. And I was like, here's the thing, is that I feel like I'm gonna eat a slice of pizza, you don't want to bite of my slice, so I should get 2 slices. And she's like, I'm not like the other girls. I don't want to bite a pizza. And sure enough, she wasn't like the other girls, because I got 1 slice of pizza, and just like a billionaire, she ate 99% of the slice. My name's Shane Nelson. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
Keep it going for Shane Nelson, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it up, unnecessarily low for his height. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage. By the way, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I hope you guys are having a good time. Give us a big round of applause for Paia Bay Coffee Bar. Yes! Great staff, as always, Daddy, you guys are wonderful. Appreciate you so much. Thank you guys. All that came out to my birthday last week for the roast. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. All right, and we're going to do this every Monday. This happens every Monday. If you have a good time, tell your friends. We also have a live stream that you can follow along if you don't want to show up. Just follow us on YouTube at Comedy Simulator. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic also has a real accent. This is not another fake accent. Give it up for Ivan!
Thank you so much. I was thinking the other day that if you make an immigration agent cry, that would be breaking the ice. I know. All right. So I told the other day my therapist, I told her that my ex-girlfriend used to take naps while her brother was schooling her. Which is weird, right? I really wanted my therapist to be on my side on this, and she didn't make any fuss about that, right? And all of a sudden, like, I went like, do you want to say anything? And she said, like, you're making too much fuss for a guy who watch like porn about step-sisters, you know? Too much. Closer. I don't know how to use a mic, I have an accent, sorry. All right. So we are all very worried about microplastics all the time, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, the plastic dick industry is growing. And they're getting huge, right? Microplastic in my water? No, please. But microplastic in my ass? Yeah. I went to a friend's house and she was opening a box, right? And I went like, what's that? And she said, this is the dildo I'm waiting for so long. And I said, how long? 30 inches. Are you there? See what I have here. Oh yeah, so the other day I was working and I tried to make jokes to my boss, but he never laughs. And the other day he approaches me, laughing already, and he goes, we hired 2 Mexicans, we need you to go translate. And that was funny for him, right? And I realized AI is just like immigrants, right? We use it for the job that we don't want to do. and we want it cheaper. Right? AI, the fears about AI, about immigrants, they are kind of like the same, you know? They are everywhere, they're taking over, they're coming for our jobs. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's the same. And then you have the other one. They're getting together and speaking languages that we don't understand. Okay, this is going great. This is going great. Have you ever shared the room with someone and maybe you go to bed late, you know, and all of a sudden you turn on the lights and then you have this reaction from someone you didn't expect? I was sharing my room with my sister till very old. Yeah. And all of a sudden, like, I was going to bed, I turned on the lights and my sister was sleeping and she goes, "Turn off the lights."
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you've ever been beat by a 9-year-old woman. It hurts. Fuck, I'm fucking crushing. I'm leaving. Thank you so much.
No.
Keep it riding, ladies and gentlemen. The simulator was too much. All right. We've got like 5 comics left for the home stretch. You guys ready for this last little push? You guys ready to bring the show round the bend?
Come on, Diamond.
You guys will do this forever? You guys will be trapped here for eternity?
No.
Because you secretly actually passed away on the way here and everyone's stuck in this time loop?
Fucking
We're
limbo.
gonna suffer perpetually for the end of time? No? Okay, let's get through these last 5. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic, I know a lot of you guys are here for it because you're friends. Get over Diamond!
All right. What's up, everybody? Yes, sir. Man, I got a story for you guys. You know, I just broke up with my girlfriend, and she was like, you know, the reason why I broke up with you guys is because you don't eat pussy. And I was just like, what the fuck? She's like, well, you know, as a white woman, I expect that shit. I'm like, holy shit, you know? So, as it goes, I've seen some things that have come out of that thing, and I'm not about to put my mouth down. You know? And so, the story goes, I was coming back from Africa, and they told me I couldn't get back into the country unless I took the COVID vaccination, right? I take the fucking vaccination and I fucking die of a fucking heart attack. They bring me back from the heart attack. I started going through fucking kidney failure. And then I had a fucking stroke. Then I looked it up and I said, well, if you have an allergic reaction to the vaccination, it causes kidney failure, stroke, and heart attack. I'm like, what the fuck? That population control shit is real. You know? And so, in essence, we got a racist president that does not like Latino people. And the way I look at that is it's a reflection of our country and the way our country is. You know, Donald Trump is really not a reflection of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a reflection of the United States of America. The United States of America. You know? And, you know, we live in such a high-end, interesting country with a lot of people that don't have enough to eat, a lot of people that don't have correct education, and these things are not something that I really, you know,
I think it's really messed up the way this country is running right now. And I will say this. Power to the people. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Yes.
Keep it over diving, ladies and gentlemen. It almost feels like local Trump should get a rebuttal. What do you think?
Yes.
You guys want to hear what local Trump has to say? Alright, let me hear it real quick. Suck you fuckers. I don't care what makes you say. Local Trump. Don't like Mexicans. But you don't like anybody. Local Trump can go on. Alright. That was Diamond. We got Chip with Jamie, Rosario, Eddie, and Doc Curry at home. Was that? That's Diamond. Yeah. Good job, man. Thank you. One more time for Diamond, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Coming to the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen. He gave me a big stack of cards for my birthday that makes me happy. Give it over to Jimbo! Woo!
Everyone quiet now.
Tell the same joke.
I'm gonna try my best to keep that people's attention. That's my goal.
Keep trying.
Keep the 14 packs' attention. I got you guys. And by doing that, I'm gonna tell a bunch of dead dog jokes. I'm actually fostering a dog right now. Side note, if you go online, you have the means to go foster or adopt a dog. The Humane Society is going through it right now. But I'm fostering a dog, which was a terrible idea. Fostering a dog is like going to a mental institution knowing damn well you don't have the tools to take care of them and letting them just come over and piss on your floor and sleep on your couch. But it makes me feel good. And the other day my foster dog ate an ant trap. And part of me's like, I hope he's gonna be okay. And the other part of me's like, well, if he dies, he'll have definitely found his forever home. That's the first of my dead dog jokes. My 12-year-old dog Sadie passed away recently.
Aww.
Yeah, very sad. But we put her down in my home, surrounded by her loved ones and her other dog, Chester, companion of 13 years. So we were all together. It was very peaceful. It was nice. The vet came to our house, and the vet gave Sadie the first shot, the painkiller shot, to numb her. She had the second shot ready, but before she gave her the second shot, she passed me the iPad for payment. And on the iPad it said 15, 20, or 25%. I was shocked. I know, I was shocked. We have officially made it, everybody. We are tipping on euthanasia. But see, this service is kind of like you go to pay a fish market and you have to pay before you get the food. And if you don't tip fat there, they're not giving you extra fries. And like this service I thought was pretty important. So I took the full 25%. She gave Sadie the second shot, Sadie passed. Very sad. But what was way more fucked up than that is she made me carry the dog into her Volkswagen Beetle parked out front. And as she was leaving, she handed me a card that said, buy 3, get 1 free. And she looked at Chester and said, I'll see you soon. I hope it works on people too. And then as soon as she left the house, I'm not even thinking, the minute she left my house, I got a ding on my phone. It was an email that said, please rate us on Yelp. I got nervous because it said it's going to expire in like 24 hours. So I went to it and I rated them. 5 stars. But my review was exactly the same as everybody else's. It worked. My second dead dog joke. I went to Costco the other day 1 hour before any of you did, because I have an executive membership. And it was awesome. There was nobody there.
And I took my visitors that just flew in, and they're taking pictures of the mountains, and the sun, and the palm trees, and I'm taking a picture of the empty Costco parking lot. Like, this thing's sick. And I got shit on by a pigeon. Anyone else ever get shit on by a bird? Woo! And my friend turned to me and she goes, "Now that's good luck." Does anyone else believe that getting shit on by a bird is good luck? Woo! It's fucking not. I don't know what ancient philosophy that is. It's not true. But I went into Costco, and I'll be damned. 28 corn dogs on sale for $9. That's not even the worst part. I got an email today that said there's a recall on said corn dogs. As if 28 corn dogs wasn't bad enough for me. They're recalling the Foster corn dogs. So not good luck, not at all. Not at all. I am gonna leave you with one more dead dog. No, I'm totally kidding there. That's really all I got. I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys so much for your attentiveness. Go to Tarno's DJ set.
Keep over Jimbo, ladies and gentlemen. And sign up for his dog walking. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, coming next to the stage, his roommate, his landlord. I'm not sure what the relationship is. I just know it involves a lot of nitrous. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Jamie!
Hello. Wait, we haven't been mentioned like too much, you know. Really? Yeah, we're good people. We're good people. I was really in a CELO era for a time there. You're breaking walls and matches. But the story night, I guess. You guys ready to hear some fucking degenerate ass stories?
Yeah!
That sounds about right. So I had consensual sex with a woman lately. It doesn't happen very often, I can say that much. And by recently, I mean 6 months ago. So, we were at the hotel, right? We were at the beach, we were doing shrooms. We were in the water, the ocean. And the whole time she was like frolicking around in the fucking water, I'm like, bitch, there's sharks out here, we gotta fucking be careful. So I was very worried the whole time. And then we went to the hot tub, as you know, where consensual sex happens. And then we were doing that. And I'm already getting hot and nervous and sexy. Thank you. And then we did that, and then, this is a story night? Alright, then we did that, and then we just fucking had some fun. And then we ended up going to the girls' bathroom, which I never go into because that's just against my principles. So it's kind of ingrained in me. I would never enter the girls' bathroom unless invited, which I was. So we did that, and then sex happened, and went home. Well, she went home, and then I had to live here with my pain. And then we're back. All right. So next is your story. So is anyone here familiar with the term paid picking? Raise your hand. A paid picking. We're going to keep it real simple here, not share tonight. A paid picking is someone who gets off of a financial domination. Okay? Unfortunately, I was unknowingly financially dominated by strippers. So it was in Oahu, and of course, Jimbo was there. We were at the strip club, and I was a little fucked up, alright? This is in Oahu, Oahu here, we're working hotels. And we go to what the fucking rock says, and they take me to this back room ass shit, where like, you don't know where you're at. Like, just imagine like you're in the fucking mirror maze at the fair, and you're like looking around, I don't know where I'm going. And then the fucking strippers are like, come this way. And they're like covered in perfume and like velvet smoke, like prison. And I get there, and they're dancing on me, and I'm like, how much is it? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And then I give them my fucking credit card, And they're like, oh, this one doesn't work. So I give them a second credit card. They're like, this one doesn't work either. And I give them a third credit card. They're like, okay, this one finally works. And after like an hour, well, let's fast forward. I'm gonna fast forward and back forward. So fast forward the next morning, I'm down $4,000 on all these credit cards. Best hour of my life, dog. So back forward, we're back in the room, right? Jim's literally calling me like, bro, where the fuck are you? I'm like, I do not know. To be fair, I have no idea where I am. There's pink smoke everywhere, and there's 2 strippers on me. Help. And I leave, and I'm like stumbling through the room. They're about to leave me in fucking my geeker all one actually. They left me, but they didn't leave me. Jim's a good friend, contrary to popular belief. And then, yeah, so I was down $4 grand and strippers and 1 minute left, and I have one more story that's also degenerate. So we're in a hotel, right? And at this hotel, we get some very interesting clientele. One of those clientele is a porn star. And we ended up kind of connecting, and she ended up peeing on me. And then after that, I got her name tattooed on me. Well, she signed it on my wrist and I got it tattooed. So by that method, I figured that I would be integrated in my life forever. And yeah, thanks for that. Good night, everyone.
You know the game, ladies and gentlemen. You will pay he'll give you money for sexual domination or whatever he said. I don't know what it means, but he seems pretty into it. That sounds like you spent a lot of money for 4K, that's a lot. I don't know, I had a buddy that once spent $650 in ATM fees.
Oh, dear Lord.
That's not even the money he got out. $650 in ATM fees. Yeah, that's a lot. A lot of shit about it. All right, before we get back to the list, Daniel, you want to come tell a story? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the managers who's off tonight, he wants to tell a story tonight. We'll let him. Bringing us people protect him from the law, but not for keeping his job. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Daniel.
There you go.
It's about time. I'm gonna go comfortable here. Alright, so I did write some notes, even though this is all very fresh, I should have this all in my memory banks. However, my Adderall script did not arrive. I don't get it in the mail, my dealer is gone right now. So, I'm going to be a little less chipper than you normally see. So, I apologize for that. They cut my hours here, so that's why I'm not serving you tonight. It's fair though, I haven't showed up on time for a job since I was 16. So, I've got some work to do. I'm going to talk to my therapist. ChatGPT, sir. So, that leads me to my story. ChatGPT convinced me to get a restraining order against my ex-boyfriend. My duty is well deserved, I promise. Chad, as I like to call him, did not lead me astray. You know, you have that intuition, that gut feeling about things. Well, I knew my ex was cheating on me. I just had a feeling, or something was going on. So I would confront him occasionally, I just back off and say, okay, he's not ready to be honest. And that's okay. Because I'm cheating on him too. So, finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I was just ready to project. And so I went home and I got really upset with it. I said, I know you're cheating on me. And kind of pushed the issue a little too much. Push. And then he pushed me and I had 8 staples in my head.
Oh, shit.
And that was a first for me. Never been through an abuse like that. Yeah, it's fun, you guys. It will be anyway. Real soon. Fast forward a week, and I'm in South Dakota at my sister's wedding. He's supposed to be there with me, but he had a job to do. And I just had this gut feeling to put up a camera in the bedroom. It's not a very good camera, but it did. Well, no, I'm jumping ahead. So, my sister's wedding, the day of, I'm getting my staples taken out that morning. And I get this feeling again. I'm like, yo, oh, I forgot. I put that camera up. So I went and looked at it. Sure enough, he's got 3 guys in there on my bed. And won't answer his phone. So I watched that for 8 hours until my sister, self-torture. I watched it for 8 hours. Wouldn't answer. And finally, so I went to my sister's wedding, which was not a memory I have anymore. I don't know why. Finally, he answered the phone and said, no, I'm not. I was like, wait, but it's a camera. You know how a camera works, right? No, I didn't do that. I was like, okay, so who's the idiot here? You're dumb, you're stupid, you're a cheater. So that makes me stupid, right? Okay, it's gonna get funny, I promise. So, I got a restraining order. Thank you, ChatGPT. I was like, what the fuck do I do right now? Like, I'm in South Dakota. I can't do anything about this. And ChatGPT said, you just get home as quick as you can, get a restraining order. You need that place to live. So I did. So I'm gathering evidence for this, and I swear, because he had a cold sore on his lip, and he kept saying that his coworker gave it to him, who's a woman, and they just kiss on the lips all the time. Okay, all right. You also don't know how cameras work, so I can't believe anything you say. I went to the doctor, I was gathering evidence, and I was like, you need to test me for herpes. I need this evidence for court. And the doctor's like, everyone has herpes. You're not getting this test. So I pushed and pushed. He finally gave it to me, and I have diabetes, not herpes. Yay! That's all I have time for. I was going to talk about the time I pissed somebody, but we'll save that for next time. Thank you guys. I'm going to be on this side.
You could have opened with the fist thing. You could have opened. I know that's normally not how that goes, but you could have opened with it. Alright. We got a few more for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a little Tina in construction. Give it up for Rosario Rivera.
Good evening, everyone. Hawaiian Santa, thank you so much for joining us tonight. The people that are in matching outfits, that is gorgeous. The gentleman that got off of work, that guy that looks like he belongs in a disco, you look like a time traveler, sir. Alright. And then, Crumpness? Is that the vibe that we're going for? Crumpness? No, you didn't say that.
What?
It's Crumpness. Right? Am I saying it right?
Oh, wait, you talk about Krampus?
Stop, before I okay.
Krampus.
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 It's okay. I practiced my set in the restroom. I killed it. Everything else here, I'm just chilling. And everyone was right. Performed it outside, so they walked past by me, but I was schizo. So I am a woman in construction. I was doing this back in LA. I am now doing construction here. And this is the first time
Construction.
Are you also in construction?
No, but I want to be a lesbian before you now.
The requirements of being a lady in construction, number 1, lesbian. Okay. You don't even have to be full-time. I'm part-time chapstick lesbian. No, honestly, forget them. This is about you and me, not this way. No, I'm kidding. Yo, if you want to get paid to tell men what to do and like nag, like I encourage construction. Like honestly, I feel like moms would be good. Like really messed up girlfriends would also be good. You know, recommend your ex. We'll take them. I digress. Oh, as I was saying, this is the first time I ever see people like do construction in boots and sandals. That is crazy to me. You know what can happen to your toes? This. Your toes could be gone. So I highly recommend if y'all are in the construction industry that y'all put on your So I've been in the industry, I've been like about 4 years. I'm gonna say I'm like 4 years old now. And like my first week at work, my boss, or I call him my coach because I feel like it's a little bit more casual. So my coach asked me like, why would you want to join construction? And honestly, I told him, I feel like there's not a lot of people that look like me. He said, Mexican? No, a girl, but all right, that kid was in the restroom. I think I'm gonna revert to my notes. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. So within my first week, my boss took me out like on a hey, like this is a welcome. Let's go get some lunch. And so he took me to like a food truck. And the lady that was serving catcalled him and gave him a free burrito. Ladies, what do we get when we get catcalled? Kidnapped! We get kidnapped! I have never gotten a free burrito in my life. I was mad. I was livid. Like, I got in my car. I was so pissed. I need you to understand. As a Hispanic, not getting a free burrito pisses me off. I get in my car. I pull up to the parking guy. I roll down my window. And he's like, would you like some validation? I'm like, I don't need a fucking validation. I'm an independent woman. He's like, for parking? I'm so sorry, sir. I was going to address it. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Have a good day. I still I get home, I'm really mad, and I'm like brushing my teeth really too aggressively, so I feel like I chill out because I'm gonna knock my teeth out. And I was thinking, I was like, what would the world look like if women were in charge? Toxic femininity. I can't wait till the day that I pull up into an office where like some ladies are like, fuck yeah, girl, I fucking sold that house. Fuck yeah, those guys are on some, or like those ladies or those people or whatever are on some fuck pussy shit, and I'm in charge now. And I was like, wow, like that's what I would want the office to sound like. Just for equality, you know. Men, you can do that too, you know. Go up to your to the lady in your office, be like, fuck yeah, girl, don't be on some fuck pussy shit. This is why you march, gentlemen and ladies, for equality. This is what equality looks like. Fuck pussy shit. All right. I feel like the movement didn't go so well, ladies, because I think she's laughing because she said it's true. Or maybe they're having a great conversation. We got thrown into equality and we got what we wanted. I told my boss, I have a meeting. You're not even halfway through. Okay. I'm gonna fast forward. I told my boss, I don't like what's going on. He says, all right, we're gonna put you in charge of the night shift. And I'm like, this is great. I am now the commander of police. Next item. My only role in this like night shift was to take pictures of men, and these guys will fucking like reverse into the plumbers will be like, you want to take a picture of me? I'm like, I feel like I'm about to get like a reverse into like women can't win is what I'm saying. Huddles and therapy. Okay, and then the morning shift huddles are just like a group therapy where I just listen to their emotions and stuff. I feel like to remind them that I'm a lady, I should bring out like a nail file. Yeah, listen. All right. It's a spooky season. If you have never put on fake nails, I highly encourage it. Men, women, all these betweens, please try it. You will feel like a bad bitch. You will feel like a bad bitch that can't do anything, but cannot do anything because those nails are difficult to use. All right. It is spooky season, and I'll leave you all with this. This is a time where conservative men can dress as women, judgment-free, or pedophiles can get close to children. You can look, but don't touch the children. All right, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rosario. This is Jordan Ridiculous.
Give it up for Rosario, ladies and gentlemen. Have you done comedy before? Or a little bit? Okay, yeah, it shows. Good stuff. We got Doug bringing us home. Doug, you ready to do your thing? I got your mic set up over here. Got to plug your stand. We just got to take care of a couple housekeeping elements. Comic of the night. What do you guys think? I think Rosario might have just nailed it with that last one there. What do you guys think? We got to do so. Yeah, let's have one more comic before you. Any of you ready to come crank on one and get done over here? All right, one more time. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie!
Yeah. Oh shit. So it's story night. It's story night. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3, which makes no sense to me because we're on Maui time, bitches. Yeah. Show me those devil horns. No, I'm just kidding. How's my shirt, huh? Okay, so, but how's freaking Rosario? She's got her bug out back. She's like ready to jump over this wall. If the shit goes down, she's out. I love it. Cause shit goes down. It goes down. So I got a short story for you. I'm gonna give you the super short edited version. So have you ever had a dance to save your life? And I'm not talking like Full Metal Jacket. Dance, motherfucker! I'm talking like in a rubber dub style, in a and then me and my Jewish boss are over in the corner like, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Okay, I guess I gotta give a little context to that. We went on a vacation to Rocco Village, okay, in Jamaica. And I'm like, we gotta get out of this fucking vanilla bullshit. This is ridiculous. We're renting a car, and Obvi's like, Edward, I don't know, it's not safe over here, and there's a lot of robbing going on. So, this guy called Rasta David takes a fucking, it's so funny. Take this, tell me about it, man. We're fucking glazed like donuts, right? We're like, hey, Rasta David, you're taking us, you know how to get to the grill? So that we're gonna go cliff diving in the grill. So we go, so this fucking guy, after about 2 hours, were, things that make you say, I don't know. So I go, David, have you ever been to like Negril? He's like, I've never left Rocco Village. I'm like, do you have a driver's license? He's like, no. So this fucking guy, he takes us and drops us at this party and takes the fucking rent-a-car. We walk in, Avi and I, and we're like, keys! Oh shit! We go out, Rasta David is gone in our rent-a-car. So that's why we were staying alive. He came back, and it was an amazing story. He goes, Edward, I'm really sorry, but I had to take the car to my village and I had to tell the children that keep trying, you can make it. You can make it happen. Look at me. I got a suit, I got a car. It was very inspiring. And I guess the moral of the story is, don't let your drug dealer lead you through life. I'm MVP, you guys are awesome.
All right, final housekeeping. I still believe topic of the night was Rosario. Anybody else going into that? We all agree? I'll give out that hot honey to the audience member of the night. Let's see who shall it be. You guys have been a great couple over here. You've been very polite. You've been wonderful. Sitting here, you over there. You've been here all night, putting up with Jamie's company. Very good for you. Appreciate that. This is not. All right. We're standing for something, or you're just like right on. Good for her. Right on. All right, we'll figure out who the hot honey winner is in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, closing out the night with his beautiful sounds and silly jokes. I don't know which one he's doing for both. Sometimes he brings up this guitar and doesn't play it. It's the most frustrating thing. It's like how Stalin used to negotiate with a gun on the table. It's just very mean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your closing act, Dub. What's that?
So this is story. So this probably one of the funny. You always enjoy this story. It was about 1988 in New York City. No, sorry, 78. I was on the corner of Columbus Avenue and 72nd Street. With my dad, an amplifier, and a microphone, and an electric guitar. And I was playing music, and it was Sunday in August, and it was the first Puerto Rican, annual Puerto Rican parade. By the way, for those of you talking, if I'm disturbing you, I can create that music. So I'm playing and there's a crowd gathering on the corner. At one point, Bill the Ratter comes walking across the street. How many people know Bill the Ratter? She was one of the stars of Saturday Night Live. You're all Saturday Night Live. And she just wanted to see what's going on. She said someone was playing. She knew she came into the crowd. Said, oh, and so I'm got my eyes closed like I usually do when I'm sitting. And we're playing some Beatles song. And I hear some harmony coming right in front of me. So I open my eyes and I look to the left. Some guy is looking back at me like kind of this wide grin on his face. He walks around the corner. I didn't look familiar at all. So I went back to him. And apparently he had passed right through the crowd on my right. And right in front of me, 10 years old. And a moment later, coming through the crowd is a short guy. Right in front of me, I go, oh, that's Yoko Ono. That was John Lennon singing harmony with me on one of his songs. If I ever meet Yoko, you know, how much time from this morning? Was that?
You got 4 left.
4.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes left. Well, here's a song. How many people have seen me before? I mean, play. This is people are making it up that happens to me, but it didn't really play.
Hey, I believe it.
It's a parody. Thank you. I appreciate it. So a lot of you have heard it. Around, up against the wall, put your hands above your head, straight your feet, now get down on the ground, off the ground. Gotta make the move, I'll kick your ass, I'll kick your fast so fast you won't have time to wonder how I sound. You slowly in your pocket, take your wallet out, you watch your bills, you change your money to keep laying down. I'm leaving now, keep laying down, don't make a move, don't turn your head down to 100 or you're dead. Turn around, wise guy. Every weekend when I do my job, wise guy. Every Friday night I get robbed. And you think that I know better than to walk home all alone, wearing fur, gold chains and leather, drinking beer and dirty stone, hanging out where I should never. I walk and talk to every person that I meet on the street, giving out my private number to everybody I meet. Well, I can go and hold the street with you, something just tonight, I'll take any trust from you. Anybody can be verified.
hysterical part. And what else can I do? I'll have to move out of New York. Nothing I can do to live my life in New York. So where am I at now, you know?
You got like a minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
Legend!
You guys surely heard about the new affordable housing that they're making in Honolulu for seniors with urinary incontinence problems. How many of you have heard of that? It's been in the news. It's called the housing for the homes that leaky pee-pee is what it's called. So now I got an let's see. Hey, Mark, you got a request?
Your favorite song. Whatever your favorite song.
My favorite song? I was doing one that I know you like, but you go to that dance store. It didn't come out of the door. One of the bread songs. So I can just keep talking. This is my own story here. And it's a story about who I am at this moment, which is to be on my stage, just talking about who they are at this moment. And so last time I did a countdown, I think I remember the steps. Why don't we do that together? We'll start from 10 and join with you. You ready? It's like New Year's Eve. 10, 9, 8, 7, thank you, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hot Monday goes to Liz for being audience member of the night. Thank you for being dialed in on us all evening. You were wonderful. You guys were close, but y'all started talking over there. You guys are a great newlywed couple too. That's why I hooked them up with a bottle of hot tools over here. Give it up for the newlyweds over here, right, honeymooners? It's just like, I feel like going back to my old roots of like Luajos, because that's what I used to do back then. Aloha. You get to all the honeymooners, because they're the only tourists without the sunburn. Because they fucking! That's what we're talking about. Congratulations, you two. Keep that love alive. Keep that love alive. Guys, get home safe, get a good time. Please tell your friends. And if you didn't, shut your fucking mouth. You know your rumors. It's a small island. Respect that shit. Follow us on YouTube at Comedy Simulator if you want to watch the show. If you can't be here, but you still want to be a part of it, because you're weird and you have a weird affliction, we're willing to serve you for it. Right, Jamie? Talking about weird afflictions? With the pancake thing, if you're listening, please pancake. All right, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Have a good night. Take care. God bless. See you next time.